Callie, not a tot. Come stack. Lest you die. Alright, we're ready.
Alright, we're back.
Remember stack on the kitties. Okay, I got one shot.
Wah wah.
All I did was put a power
You
of
can't do
steel on these.
anything.
Yeah, healer aggro basically.
You are correct. You gotta just let them take it.
Fear incoming.
Is there a hard mode for this, or
No, I don't
Interrupt.
have hard mode for this.
For what?
For the cat lady.
Oh,
Why'd the camera flip? That's weird.
I mean, hard mode would be the achievement.
Hey, don't get anything
Stack.
extra. Stack on the feet.
Stack. Fear incoming. Interrupt. Stack.
Ow, ow, ow.
That's still recharged. That ability isn't ready.
Gotta be quicker than that.
I was
You got
like,
no healers.
what the fuck? It actually didn't show up on my screen until as I started running.
Fear incoming. Interrupt.
That's alright. That's a wipe.
It's not. We got a healer?
Stack.
That spell isn't ready. Yeah, I can't do that.
This time I won't die right out the gate. It's usually Cal that dies.
Pounced.
I stole your crown, I'm sorry.
I think we would have had it. I went straight back. Tank went right.
That is a lie, blessed lie.
I know how it feels now. You're like, alright, let's get this going. And
Yeah,
then you die
just
instantly, and you're like,
Don't do nothing at all. If he has to pop a defensive cooldown or something like that, ready to start, so be it. Those stupid cats. Freaking.
yeah, the cats will smack pretty hard.
Time is money, friend. Hurry back.
Aw. Sag.
Do you, Cyber, do you want me to jump out and have whoever it was come in?
um. Yeah, we
You-
were waiting for.
Even though I was second to the last of dying on that fight, while all of you were dead. Just
yeah, call him
pointing
out.
it
Call
out.
him out. Let him know.
Just pointing it out.
Oh, did the hunter last longer than everybody else?
Uh,
No, the mage
yeah.
did.
No, the mage. No, the pally was. I went and then
I
the
was the
pally
last one to
died.
die. What the hell are you guys talking about?
It was the pally and I till the end.
I only know who the first person to die was.
The shaman lived the longest.
It was Cal. It died last.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that,
If
Cyber.
if you're willing to step out, Joe.
That's fine. I
That's
know
okay.
that it was a different group that you had going, so sure.
Well, I appreciate it.
Just remember who was doing the DPS. Thanks.
Never forget.
Still gonna hang out with us in Discord?
Sure, I can if you want. Listen to how you guys are doing.
Can we get a summoning portal up, please?
Let's see.
What the hell kind of crack are you on? What the frick? What's in the water in Minneapolis or wherever the hell you were at?
Hey Kelly, can I get it? Yeah, can we get a swimming portal?
Yeah, it's Minneapolis.
It's the fluoride. I'm sorry.
We watched Fargo there the other day, so we were like, oh yeah.
Yeah, nobody talks like that.
That's man, I don't know. I've watched
Nobody. I mean, maybe there's like 8 people up north that talk like that because they think it's funny, but that's about it.
the bosses here.
I think the weirdest thing about Minnesotans is how they pronounce A when they say like bag. Oh shit. Oh, they're gonna kill me again.
Fear incoming. Interrupt.
Better stack unless you want to die.
Well, the main thing is we stack on the tank to share the damage. And that sonic screech or whatever it is. And then, yeah, the feral defenders when they spawn.
Fear incoming. Interrupt.
Apparently Fear Ward don't work.
Stack.
Oh, the defender out.
Oh, get out of the black.
Fear incoming. Interrupt.
No, not into the... Oh. What, does it not affect you when you're feared? That's kind of cool.
Stack.
I need to target something first.
Uh-oh. I made an error. Oh, well.
It's actually cute.
What?
Noob!
Just roll on it if you want it. I don't think... what is that leather haste attack power hit rating belt? You know when Badwater used to do that, I was like, when I'm the leader, I'll never do something stupid like that.
If you guys don't want anyone who doesn't want it, I'm gonna need. Not because I want it.
We'll just trade it around later sometime.
Oh, you can trade it, yeah. Yeah, that's the one I'm using, Callie.
I remember when we first started raiding Badwater to do that. Like every raid, he'd forget to set master leader.
It would usually be the first boss.
And it was always the first boss. Yep. So I'm just following in his footsteps tonight.
I never even needs a table.
A vendor and Taladia and myself all finished that fight within 10k damage of each other.
Nice. You guys are pumping. Holy crap. Almost 6k.
It's a clean fight.
Yeah.
Switch target.
That ability isn't ready. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready. I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. I can't cast that yet. I don't have a target.
Actually, I don't always.
Saba, I think there's a purple skull in that body.
I don't know which one you're targeting.
Talking about the boss?
Yeah, well, I saw something back there.
Oh, I bet you couldn't take it because you probably already have this. Have it? No? No? Okay, yeah, it's the number. It's the leather belt.
Well, it's BOE.
Yep. Y'all could have had your very own BOE. That's alright. I trust you all now more than I did already.
I'm just waiting for the big score, dude.
Yeah,
Who are you in?
the accidental, like, I don't know, fist weapon thing.
I do need a new fist weapon.
I don't know what you need. New axe. Mace. Sword. You know, you can't use swords.
We need a Valinor.
Isn't that the legendary?
Yeah, it's like best in slot for enhanced machete.
It's best in slot for everybody. I'm pretty sure they can wear it.
Caster.
Except Disc Priest. So don't get any fucking ideas. It sucks for Disc Priest.
I don't know, man.
Just, it's a meme, like, because on Reddit right now, everybody's like, when they give Valkyrie to Disc Priest because it doesn't proc off bubbles. So basically, it's only good for its raw spell power and stuff for Disc Priest.
Yeah,
So everybody gets all pissed off. Like guilds are literally breaking up if they give it to a Disc Priest.
I don't know who we're giving it to. I guess we'll have to just figure that one out. Because it would definitely be better to give it to all the fragments to one person at a time until they get it. Rather than having to roll on it all the time. And then it's like nobody would ever get it.
Enhancement Shaman, man.
Enhancement Shaman? I don't know, I was thinking, I don't know, can you wear maces, Tasha?
No, she can't. It's awful for her.
It's awful for her. Now I don't know what.
Do we have a group for tunnel?
Yeah, I can set it up quick. It's usually just the ranged and then me and then tanks. So let's do Callie. Switch you with Famine. Old Raven will take you for instead of Vendor. And then there's now top. There you go. Group 1 is tunnel. Group 2 stays in the arena. And then okay, let's talk about this for a second here. Just to kind of recap. So to activate hard mode, we have to clear the tunnel and get to that platform before the timer runs out, which really isn't a problem. After that, he gets a big damage buff, which means like mechanics that you normally were ignoring, you can't ignore those or they will one-shot you for sure. So like the charged slam that he does against the wall, the chain lightnings, there's a blizzard that goes around the outside. It kind of rotates around the perimeter. So if you're ranged, you don't want to either watch out for that or just stand a little closer to the boss, about halfway between the edge of the wall and the boss, and then it'll go right past you. If you're melee, how should we split the melee? We got 1, 2, 3 melee. Let's do, yeah, so you'll have to split 1 tank on each foot, and then the 2 goes to 1 tank, 1 goes to the other tank. I mean, there's no even way to split that, right? It's like 5 people. You just can't, you have to make sure you maintain enough distance between those 2 groups so that the chain lightning doesn't jump from one to the other. If it jumps from one to the other, one of you is probably going to die because it picks up damage for every hop that it makes. So whoever gets the last unlucky chain lightning is going to take the most damage. And after that was one of the issues we had. The other one is make sure that you move when he starts charging that wall ability. I'll try to call it out, but I'm usually healing, so I'm not always paying attention to your positions, just your health bars. So personal responsibility, make sure you're paying attention to that. Maybe zoom out way far so you can see where it's going. Other than that, let's just give it a go and see how it goes.
So I'll hang out on his right foot, and I don't know if Taladi and Vendor want to hang out on his left foot to keep chain lightning from spreading in.
Left foot.
Yeah, it's 2 and 3. So however that splits out, it's 2 and 3. So 1, yeah, because there's no even way to split 5. So.
Yeah, but they'll be on the or sorry, who? Are we only got 1 tank or what?
Oh, we got 2. We have 2 tanks. So Mueller and Famine are gonna have to swap aggro after every one of the strikes. The Sundering strikes are called.
Okay. Yeah, but they'll be on the front of it, so I don't think the chain lightning will jump from the back foot to the front of the foot where the tanks are.
Exactly. So as long as you're like when you get down there, you stand on either side of the foot, at max melee range, and you never have to move again. Unless the charge is coming, the wall charge. You gotta be careful with that. But the main thing is to split into 2 groups. So it'll be 1 and 2, or 2 and 1, or 3 and 2. However that ends up coming out. Let's just let's give it a go, and then you can see what's happening.
5,
Don't
4,
be afraid to call it out if
3,
needed when we're
2,
doing it.
1.
Yeah, if you see it stacked wrong, Cal, in melee range, just call it out. Tell somebody to go to the other side.
I can't do that yet. That spell isn't ready. Yeah, I called the raid. That ability isn't ready. That's still recovered. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready. I can't do that.
There's one sort of thing.
Not ready yet. You need to get closer.
Callie, no Raven. Miller.
That ability isn't ready.
Interlopers! You mortals who dare to interfere with my sport will pay. Wait, I remember you. In the mountains. But you, what is this? Where am...
Thorim, my lord. Why else would these invaders have
Alright.
come into your
Kill the
sanctum
acolytes
but to
first, makes it a
slay
little
you?
quicker.
They must be stopped.
Move to the right.
It's too far away. I need to target something first.
Move to the left. Left side.
Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready.
Kill that acolyte that's healing.
Right.
I can't do that. Not
Stay right.
I need a target. I don't have a target.
Move left. Move left. No Raven. Do you want to get Callie up?
Practice run.
It's too far away. I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready yet. Get close. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready. I need a target.
For this part, of whoever's name I call out, run away from that person. Callie? The sides.
It's too far away. I can't do that yet. I need to get closer. That ability isn't ready. I can't do that yet. Not ready yet.
Impertinent
Just
ones!
made it.
You dare challenge me atop my pedestal? I will crush
Famine, you want the boss first?
myself.
Impossible. Lord Thorim.
Alright,
I will
range,
bring
spread
your
out a little bit.
foes a frigid death.
Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready. I can't do that. That's still ready. That ability
Watch out, no Raven.
I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready. I can't cast that. I can't do that. Not ready yet. I can't do that. That ability isn't ready. Not ready yet.
You're on the right side of the boss.
Can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. That's still ready.
Go ahead.
Not ready yet. I can't do that. That ability.
I'm stuck.
I got this Sarah's right on top of me here. Am I good?
Yeah, you're fine. You're not taking any damage.
I can't see.
Oh, I taunted too early.
Move not a tot. Move not a tot. Move Callie.
Not ready yet. That
chest and then
Not
got
ready yet. I'm out of range.
cooldowns you got this time.
It's too far away.
Give me anything you
Not
got.
ready yet. I need to get closer. I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready. I can't do that yet. That skill is gone. That ability
There
isn't
you
ready.
are.
Good job.
I yield. You, fiend! You are not my beloved! Begone! Behold the hand behind all the evil that has befallen Ulduar. Left my kingdom in ruins,
Not the
corrupted
cleanest, but
my
I'll take it.
brother and slain
Hey,
my
a win's a
wife.
win.
And now it falls to you, champions, to avenge
Freaking stupid
the
Sarah, she
fall.
just stood on top of me and was
The path
casting shit.
before
Like couldn't
you
see
is great.
anything happen around me, like who's
I will
around me.
lend you my aid as I am able. You must prevail.
1 of 4.
Ah, that
Well,
runestone.
what do we have here?
The-
Level 239 trinket.
That
Critical melee
runestone
rate.
is best, but I'm gonna be so low on hit.
Have a chance to increase your armor pen by 751.
Hey, I need a minute. So I'll be back.
The burst for like most of you guys.
Okay.
So
Honestly,
we had Cat Druid, Warrior Fury, Combat Rogue, Subtlety.
armor pen is not really an enhancement sham, I think.
Should I get the chest?
That's Abyss for Feral DPS?
You could at least try
Did y'all get the
to
leather
lower
chest?
it.
And a Vendor's Prospects. Abyss for him too. Congrats, Vendor.
The armor pen's just not a
My
sham, enhancement
deepest
sham thing, really.
gratitude.
At least not right now. Maybe next
No.
week. Who knows?
Is there a Hunter, Warrior, or Shaman that needs shoulders? I swear to God.
Again?
Somebody needs to open. Somebody, I'll take it with Battle.net.
I got it. Man. I got the shoulders. Like, what do you want from me? Like, I've got two full sets of tier.
I'm
Whatever
bringing my
this.
Shaman next week. That's all I know.
Yeah, you should.
You should for KT.
Well, have another.
XT, not KT. XT, sorry.
You're the only one that can use them, other than Famine. Are you sure, Famine? You don't need them for anything?
He's already got 2 sets. Oh, give it to Famine. If we make it out here, he can change it. No, you can't. Once you trade it, you can't.
Nope, can't trade it after you turn it
Yeah,
in.
I just realized.
All right, so for Freya's hard mode, we just don't, those 3 like tree spirits that are around the room, we don't kill them. We leave them standing. So we just kill all the trash that isn't those guys.
Yeah. Hits low. Actually, what is my spell? 9. 10 with racial, 13.
Okay, fish feast down for those that died. Famine's just put 1 down.
I hit so low. Howling Blast interrupts. Oh, that's what I didn't have. A Walk Rock.
Thanks for the lock rock.
But you did. Thanks, Kelly. A lot. Well. Oh, that got that nasty. I remember in retail on the Horde side, I'd have my druid. Every time it went into the what was it called? These birds would come out and kill it.
Oh. Rude. So,
kill the big guy first before you start AoE.
Oh, look how big he's getting.
He's getting very big.
It's getting real big.
Ooh, it hurt.
What do you have the loot set to, boss?
Master loot.
Okay, because there's
How many seconds is
a glyph book on the body here.
Okay, I guess.
Look at the threshold.
Shoulders.
I thought I said it to epic. I must have that backwards.
Uh-huh.
No, I set it to epic, but I did it before I switched to loot master.
Okay, the shoulders and
All right.
All right, so ignore Elder Stonebark up there. We're not taking him down.
But there's herbs in front of him.
No, you can pick him up after we kill the boss.
I do not approve.
They'll still be there, don't worry.
I want them now.
You got Ankh. Maybe you can get it before he kills you.
Somehow I think not.
Take you all on.
So at the beginning of the fight, we're leaving all three elders up. They're going to banish themselves so they can't do before it starts. And then all they do is they just give buffs to the boss. So the buffs include Stonebark's Essence, which increases the physical damage dealt by Freya by 50%, so she's going to do 50% more damage. She'll also gain the Ground Tremor ability, which sends a shockwave every 30 seconds that deals 8k damage and interrupts all spells.
Ugh.
If you didn't cancel your cast time, you'll be silenced for 8 seconds. So every 30 seconds, we have to stop casting. Just like we did with Ignis. Another ability is Iron Branch's Essence, which increases the physical damage dealt by allies creature by 50%. So all the ads that spawn during phase 1 will do 50% more damage. And then also, he's going to cast Iron Roots on 3 random people every minute. So every 60 seconds, 3 random people are going to get rooted. And the only way to get them out of the roots is to DPS the roots themselves. So we're going to have to call that out. Who's
Why do you
rooted?
keep saying it like that?
What? Rooted?
Roots.
Oh,
Rooted? Rooted?
he said roots.
I don't know,
Roots.
that's just how I said it.
Yeah.
It's just how I say it. Yeah.
What's a rut?
Rooted?
You betcha.
Iron ruts. Iron roots. I don't know. That's just how I speak.
They call it like it's a rough for a roof.
Anyway. There's more. There's 2 more abilities. So there's going to be 6 total different things. The biggest one, I think, the ones that we have to really pay attention to are going to be the roots. And the fact that the ads are going to do 50% more damage. Specifically, the you gotta kill the big one first.
Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready. Not ready yet. I need to get closer.
You guys have no healers, so.
That ability isn't ready.
I believe in y'all. Use your lock rocks.
Spam that seed of corruption. It's the only way you're gonna live.
So, yeah, as long as the guardian lack is done, otherwise you're just
It's too far away.
so basically everything's because we're leaving 2 of the elders up, that buff. We're leaving all 3 up. And 2 of them buff. 1 buffs the boss, 1 buffs the ads, and the 3rd one buffs both. So actually everything's going to be 100% more damage total. And the final ability is that a sunbeam will be summoned at the location of 3 random players every 30 seconds. That will pulse unstable energy for 10 seconds. That will deal damage to all players that are within 5 yards of the beam.
Okay, so we can't cast, and we have to constantly move. Got it.
Yep, so it's gonna be
pretty much
fun.
easy.
It's gonna be fun.
Also, that why are you saying it like that? That's a Family Guy skit where Stewie's like,
I don't know.
Cool.
The only Family Guy skit that I know that makes fun of Minnesotans is that's Patty or whatever. And they're like, why don't you go back to Minnesota? And she's like, I can't go back. I can't go back. I sent a Snapchat of my ass cracked to Pat Bacharach.
They're not making fun of Minnesotans. It's just making fun of like Stewie just kept saying, "Cool quip, cool quip."
Cool quip.
And Brian's like, "Why are you saying it like that?" Saying it like that. Cool quip. It's like his whole skit. It goes on 5 minutes.
Because it is how we pronounce our A's. Why are you saying it like that? Alrighty, so yeah, okay, so here's the thing that I'm concerned about. You know how all those little ads spawn that explode?
Yeah.
If we DPS those down too quickly, it's going to kill us all. Like, it almost kills us all on normal mode, but if they're all doing 100% more damage, you know? Like, it's gonna kill us 100% more effectively, so we really gotta be careful with the AoE when all the little guys come on. We're gonna die. What's going on?
I can't help. It's a proc-based class, man. Shit happens sometimes.
Well, I was just taking damage too. Let's kill the big guy. Oh, I see.
Righteous Fury?
Well, it's because people open up before the tanks can melee them.
I got like 10 wind fury strikes in a row.
Well, then you're going too hard then.
Yeah.
I can't help it. I don't control it. All I do is right click.
Ah, that's why it was sparkling.
At least it's a quick teleport right to the friggin' room.
On the plus side, it doesn't look like it buffs the health of anything, or reduces damage taken of anything. Just a lot more mechanics.
Why were they pulled? Why were they pulled to where these guys are?
The whole don't cast anything while this happens or you get silenced, that shit's forget. I'm sorry. It's such a overused method.
Standing in that.
No, there's a tree that's in there as well.
Why am I casting so slow? First.
That's still not ready yet.
Let's go. If we can get this kill, at least this pack will be dead.
One of them damn mobs slows your casting speed.
Is this boss going to be harder than the trash or easier
No,
than the
it's
trash?
because we're just pulling too much at once.
I hope it's easier than the trash. So Mimiron, we have to trigger his self-destruct mode. Which I assume just means you have like a limited amount of time to beat him or he explodes and kills everybody.
Yeah.
Not quite. There's a ton of fire. Oh goody. Wow, nice. Alright, I'm running away now. Wait.
No.
Okay, yep, I was wondering when he was gonna come and kill Callie. Oh boy. I need an adult. Mother, I need an adult.
Nice one, then, Molash.
We gotta get some interrupts on that nymph.
He got me. No, that was sloppy. They're running in, and then somebody died after I was already like up and stuff, so it just kind of chaining through.
Okay, everybody just wait at the entrance here. Just get back to the entrance and let's regroup here.
So that would be the ideal thing.
I've died 4 times in the last 4 minutes.
Yeah.
That's tonight's challenge, is getting through Freya's trash. It's usually the sappers.
I thought we had that covered at this point.
No, I still died to the sappers.
Oh yeah, the sappers still get us there. Like, at least
Yeah, but it
one
doesn't
person-
kill us like this.
I was elemental last week, and I freaking still died to the sapper because there was 2 of them on top of each other. So the first one blew up, so I went into loot, and the freaking second one blew up my face.
So I think this is just because we're getting complacent. We're too used to this room.
Well, no, this is because we keep looking getting aggro.
Yeah,
and
that's
stuff,
what I mean.
and
I think they
half of us are running back still.
Fine. That's what I mean. Like we're too comfortable in there, so we're just running in thinking, we'll be fine, and then aggro something, and everybody dies. Like we're doing right now. Come on. We'll be fine up here. Famous last words. We have an adult. We have family with us. Saladdy's a rogue. He'll be fine.
It's too far away.
put a fish down just before the boss, just in case.
Yeah, I see a Guardian Lasher over there that might still give us some issues.
No touchy until the tanks have it, guys.
That means you.
No!
That's the royal you. Like,
That ability isn't ready. I can't do
hit by a
that.
random snare.
That ability isn't ready. I can't cast that. Not ready yet. I can't do that. That ability isn't ready. I'm out of range. Not ready yet. That spell isn't ready. Yes, I can't do that. Not ready yet. Far away. That ability isn't ready. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready. I can't do that. I don't control. That ability isn't ready. Not ready yet. I need a target.
I think when the small lashers come out, AoE is not allowed. When the
No,
bigger
that's
ones
fine.
come out.
I don't even put my freaking. Oh,
no
the-
AoE, single target.
Just single targeted those ones now as
Because
well.
they explode and they do damage to everybody. And if you kill them all with AoE, they're all going to explode at the same time, and then we die. So maybe it's possible. Well, they reset aggro every so often and run at somebody, so there's no way to, like, you know, taunt them into two groups or none of that. So I think it's just single target down. If I call out, stop killing them, it's because we're running behind on healing. And the healers need to get caught up, otherwise people will start dying. I think that's the only one I'm worried about. Is that everything else is fine. It's just the small ads. I mean, you can do that, but they're gonna on the first one. What? On the first, because they reset aggro every so often. So maybe the Army of the Dead will work because they keep taunting, right? They just keep taunting.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Elders, grant me your strength.
Oh boy, here we go. Remember roots?
Your
Get
servant
rooted?
requires aid.
You have to DPS the roots. Get 'em
I'm
all
out
right.
of range.
And then the sunbeams.
Run out.
Stop casting.
Run out.
I need to get close. I can't do that yet. That
All right, these are the little guys. Kill the tree. Kind of group up so they're not getting spread out all over the place. Stop casting.
You're gonna start dying here.
Bits on Claudia. Big heals on Famine.
I'm out of range.
I'll get the tree.
Stop
I
casting.
need to get closer.
Children, assist me!
Apparently we didn't get the tree fast enough.
It's too far away. That ability isn't ready. I can't do
Run away.
that. Ability isn't ready. I can't cast that. Not ready yet. That's still recharged. I can't do that yet.
Doable. It's doable.
Ability isn't ready. I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. I can't cast that.
I think one of those trees got too big there.
Not ready yet.
Okay.
Let's see. Cal and
From your death
and a
springs
vendor.
life anew.
Focus trees when they come up. Nice. Just make that your top priority.
From your death springs life anew.
We handled the small ads pretty good. We didn't get too far behind on healing. The earthquake hurts a lot more than I was expecting it to. I didn't even see any of the sunbeams. Did anybody else see those?
Oh yeah, no, the sunbeams were wrecking us on the other side. Well, not wrecking us. We were getting out of the way. But yeah. Like they were very prevalent on the other side of the boss.
Okay.
I've
And
seen
I
it
think
target Famine a few times.
Gladia got roots like what 2 or 3 times, so they seemed like he got them most of the time.
Yeah, I saw the roots. I didn't see the sunbeams. All right.
Can't miss the sunbeams if you're on the right side of the boss. Like they're pretty bright.
A lot of movement here. The stop casting thing isn't as bad as I thought it would be.
Push feast down, everyone.
I can't think of anything we need to approve other than just keep doing it.
Yeah, I didn't even see the tree when it started spawning last time because we were dealing with all those stupid little ads, and the tree was kind of behind us towards the waterfall. So I'm pretty sure that's what got us that time.
So a flask check.
Talking about the ground tremor, Teledia.
So Nature's Fury is the like sunbeam effect.
Gotcha.
It doesn't have a timer, but it lasts about 10 seconds.
Okay, I have it so it'll put icons on people who get targeted by it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do that. Would you rather have icons on people who are rooted or icons on people who are going to be targeted by Nature's Fury? Isn't Nature's Fury that debuff you got to run away from the group?
Yeah. So if you get it, like, okay, so I'm just gonna assume everybody here has Deadly Boss mods, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna set it up for
Yep.
Iron Roots.
So when I got the Sunbeam targeted to me, it did tell me to get, so I had time to get away from the group.
Yeah, unstable energy. That's the one that's the Sunbeam. Okay, yeah, so it's going to put icons on people who are targeted by the roots. So if you see somebody with an icon on their head, it's because they have roots and they need somebody to help them DPS it off. No, Nature's Fury is a debuff that hits a single person and they have to run it out of the group because it pulses for damage around that person.
So I was gonna say the Sunbeam kind of works in a similar way. So it targets.
The Sunbeam is stationary at a spot.
Yeah, but it seems to target a player, and then you run away after it lands. You run away from it.
Yeah, like Shadow Crash would.
Exactly. You have time to move it away from the group, and then it hits, and then you can run away from it again. And then it stays there and pulses for like 5 seconds.
I think that actually might. Come on now, Archer. Stop. Okay. Is everybody ready? All flasked up?
As ready as I'll ever be.
You want to handle the small ads like what Raven said?
Yeah.
Where he knocks them away?
Yeah.
Before they die?
Yeah. It says when the small ads pop, everyone stacks on the boss. DK pops army. AoE them down. Everyone runs out when they are at low health. Frost Nova and Booming knocks them back.
Okay, you can try it. Takes a lot of coordination, but
Yeah.
it sounds like it would work great.
You guys better communicate. That's all. Because yeah, that'll. I'm sure it works fine. Just make sure you're talking to each other.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Elders, grant me your strength. Eonar, your servant requires aid.
That ability isn't ready.
Run out.
Tough cat.
Tree.
Run out.
It's too far away.
With Sand Flooded. I got
Children, assist me!
These guys gotta die evenly. Tree out over here by me. Not a tot has thorn or rook. Stop casting.
Not effective.
Run away.
Tree.
I need to get closer. It's too far away.
Swarm Even the elements shall
Alright,
overtake
small
you.
guys.
Should we stack up?
Yep, everybody stack up.
On the boss. Can't get out.
Can still recharge. I can cast that. That ability isn't ready. I can't do that yet. That ability
Stack back
isn't
up.
ready.
Hit the tree. Stop casting.
From your death springs life anew.
Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready.
Run away.
It was working, but then they got whatchamacallit.
Still recharge. Spell isn't ready. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready.
I was gonna call it away, I think.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm out of range. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet.
Run out.
That ability isn't ready.
From your death springs life anew.
Talk to me. Hurry back.
Crippling poisons is the slow, right? To slow the tiny guys?
Yeah.
Earthbind would help slow them. That would probably be more effective too than crippling poison, because don't you have to put that on everybody? Or are you just gonna fan of knives and that crippling poisons everything?
I'm out of range.
Fan works. Well, do all of those movement and parrying effects stack on each other? Because I would say if not, then just an earthbind would be fine. You can keep using your other poison, or just use crippling. I don't know what your other poison would even be besides crippling, right? Wound poison? I don't think that's going to do anything. Don't worry about it then. We got Frost Nova, we got Blizzards, we got Earthbinds.
I'll
I
All
can
that
ask
stuff can
Famine.
be slow.
Sorry, I can ask Famine to put a bot down for Tiladia if he wants.
Is the bot still poisoned? That'd be cool.
I think he might.
I don't think it's necessary. I mean, if you can buy it from the repair bot, cool, but I think we got enough slows and stuff that crippling poison isn't going to be like a make or break it thing.
They do not. Or I can't
No,
see.
druid shit, but no poisons. Mortal.
Nope.
What?
Good idea. Reminds me back in the day of friggin' doing the fairy and having 5 bows on me.
Well, we still got Earthbind.
Yeah, Earthbind lasts for 45 seconds. It's a 15-second cooldown, so it'll be up for every single one.
Let's just do Earthbind. You don't have to worry about using Crippling then.
No, we're not ready until the priest buffs us.
It worked. I'm just kidding.
Well, you know, I got other things on my mind, like how we're gonna beat this guy. So thank you for the reminder. All right, if we're ready, we're ready. Give it a shot.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Elders, grant me your
I'll throw my
strength.
disease on it.
Yeah, I pretty much just right-click on her for now.
Children, assist me!
Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready.
It's the first time I ever got hit by that water spirit.
It's too far away. I can't
Stop
do
casting.
that. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready. I can't cast that. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready. I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready. I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. I can't.
We're out of friggin' sync on the friggin' ads, guys.
Yep.
I can't do that.
Gotta DPS them evenly. Just let them all come back because we can't. They're all out of sync now. We're gonna have to just let them
There's
all.
a
come
tree
back.
over there, guys.
The swarm of the elements shall
Spell isn't
overtake
ready.
you.
Yeah, I need to get closer. I need to target something first.
I mean, it'll pop up because I'm not dead, but
Run away.
You guys are way too far away. Get back to the
Okay.
friggin' pond.
Yeah, don't run away from everybody. When you get a chance, run towards them.
We probably want to reset.
Yeah, let's just reset.
I can't do that yet. I can't cast that yet. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready. That spell isn't ready.
Die.
I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready. Not ready yet.
Thank God there's people ahead of me. These guys don't chase the one that's closest to that's furthest away.
Eonar, your servant requires aid.
Oh no!
still don't see the tree. Or did it fully sprout?
From your death springs life anew.
Alright, we got a lot of new mechanics to watch for, but we gotta make sure we're still watching the normal mode mechanics as well.
Yeah, it's actually the normal mode mechanics that got us in that one, unfortunately.
Yep.
What's up?
It's safe. Come on back. So it would appear that most of the hard mode stuff is in the first phase. If we can get through the first phase, then the second phase is pretty much the same, except for more damage, which I assume means seed pods are going to really annihilate us if we're not careful with them. I was actually just looking at Mimiron right now, and it seems that it's mostly a DPS fight for the Mimiron fight. I haven't read through the whole thing yet, though. But it looks like there's a few extra things. So basically, instead of the 15-minute enraged stun timer that it normally has, instead the room just slowly fills with fire. And as the room fills with fire, you can't stand in that spot. So the area in which we can operate gets smaller and smaller until Mimiron kills us. So
And frost bombs and.
I don't know if it's harder than Freyr or not, because I haven't done it yet.
Not harder.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Looks like there's mechanics that remove some of the flames around the room too. Alright, everybody stack on the boss for this. What's up, guys?
They're gonna blow.
Away, everybody. Kill the ones that are left. Should be good. As long as you're not too close to them. Nice. That was great.
Requires aid.
Run out.
Stop trying to hit me. I'm exploding.
What's up, Cassie? Got it. Ah, that's. Alright, these guys gotta go down even. Even is relative. They have to die within 8 seconds. Okay. get off the water spirit now.
I can't do that yet.
I'm rooted.
That ability isn't ready. I need to get closer. Not ready yet. I
Alright,
don't
kill them
have
all.
a card.
Yeah, 5 seconds.
Run away.
That's still retarded. That ability isn't ready.
Tree.
Alright, stack
Well,
on
guys.
boss. Kill the tree.
Spell isn't ready.
Stack on boss. Alright, same as last time, guys. That worked really well.
Spell isn't ready. Yeah. I can't do that yet. It's too far away. I can't cast that.
Alright, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down.
Oh,
Too quick.
Is life anew.
Nah, that's
That ability isn't ready. I'm out of range. That's still retarded. I need to get closer. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. Not ready yet. That's still retarded. That spell isn't ready yet.
Alright, I think we played chicken with those ads a little too long. That's what got us. It's like a game. It's how I can compare it. It's a game of chicken. Like, you stay too long, you go up and you die. You run too early, and then they spread out all over the place.
Doesn't feel like Earthbind Totem's doing a lot, to be honest. Like they're still moving around pretty quick.
I mean, they might just be fast in general, so the slow abilities. Let me see. Are they immune?
I didn't see any immunes pop up.
Slow approach is kill them one by one. Let the healers top out the raid in between each nation. More efficient strategy is to stun all the ads with like a shockwave or a shadow fury, and then when they are low health, before knocking them away with a thunderstorm, typhoon, or blast wave, die. Or use challenging shout to drag them all away from the raid as they're about to die. Or the defensive cooldowns to protect the tank, or trap them in a frost nova while the raid runs away. Doesn't say anything about them being immune to Earthbind, so maybe they're just faster than normal mobs. So when they're slowed, they just seem like they're still moving pretty quick.
Yeah.
All right, I think our best bet is to everybody group up on the boss like we were doing. Start AoEing them down. When they get to about 25%, that's when we Frost Nova and run away. And if they don't all die, then Famine, if you can challenging shout taunt them, keep them away from us. Just long enough for us to get them all down. But even if we get like 80% of them down, if we just wait and let the healers top everybody up, then it won't be an issue to kill the rest of them. It's not so much that they do so much damage they're going to kill us, it's they all do it at the same time. So the other option is, again, like I said, one on, each one, kill each one individually. But that sounds slow and painful, and I'd hate to have to do it that way.
Yeah, there's like 12 of them, so that could take a while.
Yep. But, alright, let's give it another go. I feel like that's the last mechanic we need to overcome, and we got this. I know. Intriguing.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Grant me your strength. The swarm of the elements shall overtake you.
All right, stack up. Once you get to about half, then slow down and keep guessing. All right, start moving away.
Run away.
Use your frost nova if you can. Kill them up. Subcast. Alright, finish them off. The ones that are there, that should be easy enough to heal through.
Children, assist me.
Alright, remember even.
That ability isn't ready. I can't do that. Not ready yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That ability isn't ready. I can't cast that. That's still ready. He's too far away. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready. That spell isn't ready yet.
Need to get these guys up again.
I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. That's still ready. That ability isn't ready. I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. I can't cast that. I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready. Not ready yet.
Get them up if you can.
That ability isn't ready. That's still ready.
Unfortunate.
I can't do that yet.
Alright, let's just reset it again.
That ability isn't ready.
That was unlucky, Miller.
Your servant requires
Yeah.
aid.
Like the moment you popped, she did the ground tremor and killed you again. Unfortunate.
Hey, I want her legs. She runs a lot faster than I do.
I think we're just about there.
Tash, Famine's on this, dead on the step here. Thank you. Oh, okay. Raven's got him.
Here, I'll release.
Thanks, Arthur. Are we running where we can mount?
Thought boomkins were all about that base.
Waiting for Miller to get back and then I will rebuff it.
Owlkin. The traditional Warcraft Christmas dinner.
Certainly.
See, instead of hit, I get crit, but instead of 612 for 10, it's 751 for 10. And it's fine as long as you have the hit, which I'm a little low on now. All the melee abilities will hit. It's just the interrupts, howling blasts.
I mean, I think we've been doing a pretty good job. It's mostly just the small waves, the waves of small ads that we're having issues with.
I can purge the snap lasher.
Yeah, and I can spell steal it as well if you want.
Is there a cooldown on spell steal?
Is there a cooldown on it? I thought it instant
No,
cost a lot of
it's
mana.
it's an instant cost.
I think there's a glyph you can get where it has a cooldown, but then it steals all buffs from the target.
Yeah, but there's no cooldown on spell steal. The only cooldown is on counter spell. That's a 24-second cooldown.
So you might have to spam your spell steal on the snap lasher then.
Okay.
We'll turn you into a
Does it
tank
cast it
turret.
on itself? Must cast it on itself. Hardened bark. That's the debuff. Purge, spell steal it. Whatever we gotta do. I think overall we're doing all right on that particular. As long as we remember to get them down even. It's the small wave of ads. I think we're having the most trouble with. Oh, does it
5,
decrease your
4, 3, 2, 1.
Elders, grant me your strength.
Every time you get attacked, you get 10% more damage. You should be like smacking them after you steal that.
Children, assist me.
Run away.
Yeah, go ahead and spell steal. Does it only take one at a time?
Yeah, I'm friggin' purging it too. I can't go through that many times. It adds stacks faster and I can purge it off.
Yeah.
Ionar, your servant requires aid.
Run away.
The swarm of the elements shall overtake you.
Little guys, stack up.
You want to leap out now?
The spell isn't ready yet. It's too far away. That's still recharged. I can't cast that. That's still recharged.
I got one on me yet.
I can't cast that. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready.
Children, assist me.
I need to get closer. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. That spell isn't ready. Not ready yet.
Run away.
I can't do that yet. That's still recharged. I can't cast it. I'm out of range. I can't do that yet. Not ready yet.
Watch that water spirit. Looks like
That ability isn't ready. Not ready yet.
she's got roots.
That ability isn't ready.
Small guys again. Get away from him, get away. Tough casting. I'm gonna pop my hymn. Alright, clean up the ones that are running around
It's
here.
too far away.
Your servant requires aid.
I think this is the last one, right? And then it switches to phase 2.
Not ready yet.
I have Nature's Fury.
Gift.
It's too far away. Not ready yet. I'm out of range. I need to get closer. I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. That ability isn't
So roots become important to get off because you're gonna need to move across the way here. Tree over here.
I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready.
Now,
Run away.
So friggin' being right behind it.
See if we got roots.
Let's move across the
Or,
river.
yeah.
Oh, pods.
Spell isn't ready. Yeah. I need to get closer. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready.
He's got
I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready.
Pods again.
That's still
Press rear.
retro. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready.
somebody calls pods just to see when you run across the river.
I can't do that yet. Not ready yet.
Tasha's got
That
roots.
ability isn't ready.
Pause again.
Not ready yet. That's still retro. That spell isn't ready. Yet. I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. That's still retro. It's too far away.
Nicely
Don't
done,
have
guys.
authority.
I can see clearly once more. Thank you, heroes.
Oh, look at all that loot. We got plans built to the Titans.
Sure.
He's a blacksmith. I can sell these, but I'd rather the guild have the patterns.
I'm not a blacksmith.
No blacksmiths?
Yeah, he has a blacksmith, but not on family.
Okay.
These other two is a blacksmith.
Arthur's a blacks? Okay.
Both roll.
It is BOE.
Is Famine's tuning in the guild or not?
Is the other tune in the guild or no?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to Arthur then.
That's
So
fine.
it stays in the guild. Here you go.
I almost rolled for it.
He's selling it.
Wrong
It doesn't
DK.
sell for much.
Yeah, none of these things do these days.
All right, Rogue, Death Knight, Mage, Druid Gloves. Finally, something that isn't Hunter Shaman. Rogue, Death Knight, Mage, Druid Gloves.
I'll roll for my off spec.
I swear, yeah, if nobody rolls on these. Okay. Everybody's rolling off spec. God damn. Even when we win, we lose. And then we'll roll off this 239 piece, and I think the plate, nobody's probably going to want those legs. Looks like a vendor. Okay. So you're okay with passing that to no Raven then, because you got the trinket?
Yeah.
Okay. Congrats. And then we got these gloves, male hands, crit haste, spell power for some Ellie shaman, I suppose. Those are your fourth choice bis.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Rolled a 99.
What, on an off spec?
Uncontested.
Where are those rolls when I need it?
Congrats, Cal. I don't think anybody else is even going to attempt.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, there's nobody else that really works for them.
And then I'll send these over to Nadata. Does anybody want the plate legs? Plate players who are thick and holy?
I have it already.
Alright. I'm pretty sure Arthur does too, actually. Or
yeah.
He's on his druid anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. Got me thinking of you as Arthur now, and then I'm like, wait, he's not here. It's no Raven. No Raven's here. Okay, Mimberon, guys. This could be where we fall apart. I'm reading about it, and it seems pretty ugly. Just so you know, just so you're ready for that. Come on, dude. Relax. Okay. So while we clear this super easy trash that nobody ever dies on, I will explain.
I mean, if we can just have Taladia sneak through it, we don't need to clear anything.
You know, that's actually a good point. If Taladia can get through there to the boss and then die, then we can all just teleport right to the boss, so we don't have to clear this trash.
I switched over to elemental for this trash.
What about the other stuff down the hallway? Is it just these stone tempered keepers? All right, let's kill these first two then. We'll see what it looks like after. I feel like they thought of that. Anyway.
That ability isn't ready yet. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. That's still retro. I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready yet. I'm out of range. I can't cast that. Not ready yet. Strong isn't ready. That ability isn't ready. I need to target something first.
You can do it. All right, so here's Mimberon's fight.
Alright, I'm gonna start pulling things. Alright, you guys want to stay here and not pull aggro?
Yeah, sure. Tasha, what did he say?
Really?
Now we're all boned.
I haven't even hit it yet. just took proximity aggro.
Nice turret, you got it right.
Not ready yet. I can't do that. That ability isn't ready yet. That's still the trouble. It's too far away. The spell isn't ready yet. I can't do that. I need to get closer. I can't cast that yet.
So Mimiron, the Mimiron fight, of course, is the same as normal mode. So all the
Just
mechanics
lots of
are normal
fire
mode,
and
still
water
apply.
bombs and something else.
The difference here is that in order to activate it, there's a big red button that says "Do not push this button." Oh, we're gonna push that button. So every machine will gain a health and damage increase of 25% from, I'll just say 25% because it's just giving me the 25 man stuff. So every 30 seconds, the self-destruction mechanism you activated will shoot fire at 3 random raid members that will spread following the nearest player, dealing 10k fire damage per second to each player standing in the fire. So the classic do not stand in the fire mechanic. So those are what's going to happen is it's going to follow whoever's the closest. So I think what we'll have to do is probably kite it to the outside of the room and just kind of move around the outside of the room.
Oh, I wasn't.
I'm out of range. That's still good. That ability isn't ready.
We need some heals.
I can't cast that. I can't do that. That ability isn't ready.
God, I can't interrupt.
That spell isn't ready. Yes. That ability isn't ready. I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready. I can't do that yet.
Get away, get away.
Sapper died.
Yeah, watch out for the bomb.
That spell isn't ready yet. I need to get closer. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready.
Can we heal the robots? Also, did we not revive Raven?
Yeah, I don't know.
Did
I
he's
thought
Raven
yes,
AFK?
you did.
out of range of me.
Okay, alright.
sapper's down. Watch out. The other sapper's down. So this fire, it looks like it chases the nearest player, so whoever's closest to it is going to start spreading that direction in a line towards them, leaving behind a trail of fire.
Did you raise Teladia?
Yep, we'll get him.
Somebody did. I thought I saw somebody resonant.
Yeah, somebody started resonant Braze. I started resonant, but I'm the only one that has a chat, so I stopped. Do you still need res? I'll come back and get you, or you could just port to the end.
We gotta. Well, in order to do that, we have to engage and reset the boss. So
He's up.
we'll have to have a
Teladia's
sacrificial
up.
lamb.
He's right here.
Alright, so every 30 seconds, this is the hard mode. So aside from everything doing 25% more damage and having 25% more life, and Mueller dying to the train boss.
What was Mueller doing?
There's going to be a mechanic where fire is going to launch at 3 random people around the room, at which point it's going to follow the closest person and spread. So if you're the one that's chasing, you're probably going to want to move to the back of the room.
Help! Help!
Oh, there's no helping that. I don't know what we're going to do. Alright, we need a sacrificial lamb.
The lock portal.
We do have lock portals. Callie, don't die. Don't do anything crazy.
I'm dead. Every time.
Out there,
I
Callie.
can just
Callie,
reset
not
this,
Cal.
it's fine.
I was
Too
facing
late.
one
I'm part of
direction,
this
like-
group.
Cal went splat.
I went to run forward, but I was facing left instead of, yeah. Somehow I landed on the train still, just on the bottom of the train.
We haven't much time, friends. You're going to help me test out my latest and greatest creation. Now, before you change your minds, remember that you kind of owe it to
Alright,
me.
you should be able to use the
Mess
portal
you
though.
made with the XT002.
Alright, yeah, the fire's going to spread around. It's going to follow whoever's closest to the fire. It's going to slowly move that direction. Flame suppression. So each phase has a ability that the boss does that will cleanse the area of fire. In phase 1, every minute, Memoron will flood his chamber and he'll just douse all the current flames. So if we're getting flames out of control at the end of phase 1, we might have to pause DPS just so that we can clear the flames. Also, I'm concerned about how we're going to handle his tank ability in phase 1. If it's hard to manage in normal mode, but it does 25% more damage now. So that's something to think about. Phase 2, Frost Bomb it'll throw the chest piece unit, the VX001, will throw a Frost Bomb at a random fire every 60 seconds. After a few seconds, the bomb will explode, damaging and knocking back anybody who stands near it, and then dousing fires around it. I'm not sure if that's a typo, and it's supposed to say a random player, but it says random fire, so I guess we'll have to see. Basically, it looks like he just throws it out there, and then it blows up and douses any fire around it when it explodes. Then in phase 3, Memoron will summon a 4th type of robot from the blue beams that will walk towards the nearest fire and attempt to douse it with water spray, damaging and knocking back players in the way. They also have the deafening siren aura, which silences players within 10 yards of the emergency fire button. So If you see an emergency fire bot when its Mimiron's head is active, you want to stay 10 yards away from it, and then out of the line of its, whichever direction it's moving, you want to stay away, out of its path. There is nothing for phase 4, so however much we get cleared out from in phases 1, 2, and 3 is all we get. It does recommend that we can single tank this if we want.
So do you want me as a deep so I can give famine sacrifices?
It says, yeah, it says you need a traditional tank with strong defensive cooldowns. Whatever that means. I suppose Warrior is pretty strong defensive cooldown wise. And then if we have hand of sack and stuff, it should be good. Should be good. Having that extra DPS wouldn't hurt either.
Flask check.
7 minutes. If we make it to phase 4.
Alright, where's this button we're not supposed to push?
It's behind the tank.
Right at the back there, you can't miss it. Look dead ahead.
Okay.
I think the fight starts as soon as you hit it, though.
Does it
Ah,
really?
that button. Alright, let's do a countdown and then I'll hit the button.
Button that says, push me, push me.
Everybody's here. Oh, you give me a countdown. Oh.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Self-destruct sequence initiated. This area will self-destruct in 10 minutes.
We have 10 minutes. So there's the fire. See how it's spreading towards whoever's nearest? Not a tot, you're kiting that one. Or not, I guess. You're just running for it. I guess we'll kite it the same line. I'd rather DPS on this. Watch yourself, no Raven, it's coming for you.
Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready. I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready. Not ready yet.
Well, okay then. Fire's getting crazy.
Not ready yet.
Run out.
Alright, I'm standing in the fire. Just wake it up.
That spell isn't ready.
Okay.
I can't cast that.
So I think what we're gonna do is everybody runs over towards the button, so the first 3 fires end up by the button. And then we need somebody to kite them.
Self-destruct in 9 minutes.
Who wants to? Which ranged DPS is going to volunteer to slowly move around the room and kite the fire around the room while the DPS? Nobody.
No.
Not a tot.
Congrats.
You were not
Yes.
a firefighter.
Yes. Oh, sorry, shit, I pressed the wrong button while I was talking to you. Yeah, I said I can do that, but I can't stand and cast them. It has to be what I have in instant.
Okay. So the way that I mean, you just have to be the closest person. You don't have to be like right next to it. So basically what's going to happen is we're all going to stand by the button. The first 3 flames are going to land by the button, and then everybody but Natatot is going to run to the other side of the room. Now that's so good for the first fires. There's going to be more fires. The main idea is that we try to kite them, I guess, how do you concentrically around the room as opposed to allowing them to like drift their way in towards the center? So that we have some spell. Oh god. I wonder if there's a DBM timer for that tank thing. Or is it Mimron? It seems like the first one just happens, and there's like no warning. I don't even see Mimron in here. Freya, Thornbur. Oh, I'm blind. Launches a rocket that does 5 million damage.
Oh, didn't realize. Sometimes it records Discord, and sometimes it doesn't. And I don't actually go in and change any settings. I don't know why it does it sometimes and sometimes it doesn't.
No, Napalm Shell is the one that launches Plasma Blast. Yeah, Plasma Blast is the tank one. Yeah, it says it does 25,000 spellfire damage per second for 6 seconds. Oh my god. So yeah, that's definitely a tank ability. It cannot be resisted either.
Like auras? Or
Says,
like...
yeah, it says it can't be resisted. It's also spellfire damage, whatever that means.
Not physical.
So I don't know if it's blockable. Is it blockable? So I can reduce it by 40% with pain suppression. I'm curious, Famine, what do you have to as your cooldown for that? What's your main? Does it ignore pain or something?
Shield wall, I think. Is that
Shield wall
is
does shield wall block magic damage or just physical damage? And it's a 5-minute cooldown, so.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to take it a few times. So I'm wondering if there's something else you have.
Reduces all damage taken by 60%.
Okay. So that's good for the first one. What do you have after that then?
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, it's every 30 seconds. So.
Bubble?
We just have to do it in 4.
Bubble him?
Yeah, we can use pain suppression. That's 40%, and then you can use hand of sacrifice, which is what 30%. Divine sacrifice is 30%. So that would give us 4 cooldowns. So hopefully we'll just have to burn it down in 2 minutes. We have 2 minutes to kill it.
I can't put like dampened magic on him because it also affects the healing.
Yeah.
I mean, dampened magic used against targeted party member, decreasing damage taken from spells up to 300, but also healing spells for up to 318.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that. That seems kind of negligible when you're talking about 25,000 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Sacrifice. Max health healing, pain suppression, divine sacrifice, then the shield wall. If we need it.
Priest buffs, please, boss.
Here's hoping that we can catch that. I know that there's a timer for the second one. It's that first one that always catches us by surprise. I don't know. It comes out of the cannon on top. I don't know if it glows or something before he shoots you with it. All right, let's give it a go. It does 25% extra damage too, so it's.
Do you want all
comparatively
DPs
good.
over there with you?
It's got a 12-second. Hand of Sacrifice has a 12-second cooldown or a 12-second duration, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'd say maybe give it like 5-6 seconds and then just cast it, and hopefully it'll. Oh, I guess we're going.
This area will self-destruct.
All right, here comes the fire.
Do something like that. Didn't you see the sign that said "Do not push this button"?
Everybody run away from the fire.
Really sorry.
You kite it.
Are you trying to counterclockwise, or does it matter?
It doesn't matter. You just gotta follow. Just doing the plasma cannon on somebody. Alright, now sacrificing. Shoot, Alright, you can stop kiting that fire now. We got more of it to deal with. Oh, not a top. I don't know where you went.
The wrong direction. That's
Shield wall.
It,
This area will self-destruct in 9
so that's what we're
minutes.
trying to get to right there, is that douse, because you can see he doused all the fire. Alrighty.
Run out.
I'm gonna put icons on mine and Tashia's head, so you know which direction to run when you're running away from
I
something.
can fix that. Or maybe not. Sheesh, what a mess.
I feel like this hard mode is gonna be hard.
That's why it's called hard.
Yes, but we have trouble with this guy on normal mode, so I don't think we've made it through without somebody dying at least once, like per fight.
It's one of the hardest
On the,
hard modes.
Final phase. So we're gonna keep going. We'll keep giving it a go. We'll see if we can make any progress. If not,
Okay, so I'm gonna reset the boss again.
okay.
Oh, because there's fires.
We haven't much time, friends. You're going to help me test out my latest and greatest creation. Now, before you change your minds, remember that you kind of owe it to me after the mess you made with the XT002.
I thought General was gonna test our mechanical ability. This guy's giving us a run for our money. The fire is going to. The fire will chase whoever's closest to it. It looked like on that round, like it pretty much just like went into the melee, and then was just like on top of the melee the whole time.
Yeah, if it's around the boss, then
You're gonna have to kite the boss away from the middle.
exactly.
It doesn't really give you any tips for how to do the fire between phases, because I'm wondering if we all shouldn't just kind of stay kind of on the side of the room. Like kite the boss over to the side of the room, just slowly bring him around the edge. I don't know how that would affect things. Just so that the fire doesn't overwhelm the melee. Kind of like we do for Grobulus. Should we try that? See how it goes?
I think so.
Range, stay far away. Because the fire, well, no, because if we all stay far away, then the fire's going to target. Could potentially target ranged. Has anybody got any ideas here? Do about the fire?
All you can do, I think, is just kite it around.
Just keep kiting it around. All right, so I think what that means then is if it so ranged, you should be at max range. Melee, if you get one on you, just kite it away from the middle, and then one of the ranged will run over and pick it up and drag it away from you. But it leaves a trail. So if melee is getting targeted by it, we're gonna have to just move the boss as well, so that way it's not overwhelming the middle. If I'm thinking of this correctly, right? So every 30 seconds, 3 people in the raid are going to get targeted by fire. It could be melee, it could be the tank, it could be anybody. If it lands in melee range, it's going to leave a fire puddle there, so nobody can stand in it. But then it's going to continually track towards the closest person to it. So whoever it starts tracking towards is going to have to kite it away, slowly, away from the middle there, just so that a range can pick it up and bring it away from the middle, so that it's not constantly like encircling the melee. Or if the melee gets targeted, then we have to continually kite the boss. Just keep moving the boss, so that the fire is always not, it's not on the melee. Ranged, I think is fine. We'll kite that around however we want. And then, but melee, I'm just kind of curious how that's going to work. Let's try kiting the boss. So if a melee person gets targeted by fire, then just move the boss and keep the boss away from the fire. Bonus points if ranged takes the initiative to go in and try and get it to kite
and suck the fire away.
That would be ideal, is that we could get it away from the melee. It's just it doesn't move very fast, right? So melee trying to kite it out of melee range is going to have a long downtime, as opposed to like a ranged being able to get close enough to it so it starts following them. I have no idea.
Run a fire resist aura? I think Mila had it on earlier.
Yeah, I can switch.
Thank you.
It looks like that's the way they do it. they kite the tank around the edge of the room. So we all group up here. Tank's gonna come over this way. After the fire drops, we're all gonna run. We're gonna go counterclockwise around the room. And the fire is gonna be falling on us, and we're just gonna keep staying ahead of it by going counterclockwise around the room. It feels like that's probably the simplest way to do it.
Does that include the tank or
Everybody. So the tank is tanking the tank is kiting the tank around here. And then the melee is going to be on its butt, smacking it. And then the ranged are going to be trailing behind that. And then the fire, whenever it drops, is going to drop on anybody, but we're going to be continually going this way around the room. So eventually it'll just be chasing melee around, or ranged around. And then also the fire will be contained in a very specific part of the room. And if we need to, we can like run out and around and get back in front of it. So, yeah, I think we'll try that. So everybody group up here on me. And then we're gonna have to big heals on that first one. Just sack and big heals. All right. So Famine, you're gonna when he engages, you're gonna just pull him over to the side of the room here and just kind of kite him around. And then everybody's gonna be following your lead. All right, let's give it a shot. Good luck, everybody. A lot of movement.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Self-destruct sequence initiated.
Now
This
why
area
would you
will
go and do
self-destruct
something
in
like
10
that?
minutes.
Didn't you see the sign that said do
Get ahead
not
of it
push
here.
this button? How will we finish testing
Salmon will
with the
pick up the team.
self-destruct mechanism active?
Go for the mine.
I can't do that. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready. I can't do that yet. Not ready
Shit.
yet.
There's no countdown for that. I hate it.
Far away.
The second one has one. You can see the countdown for the second one.
Run out.
Need to get closer.
I don't know if you can get him up. Just
even Famine said
that first plasma blast. Because I can see the countdown for this one. Here it comes.
I can't do that yet.
But the first one is just like at random.
Not ready yet.
The only thing I can think of is we gotta just preemptively
This area will self-destruct
get our
in 9
damage
minutes.
reduction on them.
Maybe not. Sheesh. What a mess.
Okay. I like that. I like the way that we were kiting it though. That seemed like it controlled the fire a lot better. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll work. I don't know. They happen pretty quick. Like, I don't know if you waited like if one of the cooldowns we use lasts freaking 12 seconds or something like that, you popped it 5 seconds in or so, it'd probably
I'll
work.
just use it early and it should be alright.
After that, we have a countdown. So it's just that first one. It just kind of happens.
What's up?
Kind of frustrating. DVM doesn't catch that first plasma blast. Okay, I'd say here, so do it like this. So as soon as he puts his landmines down, that's when we'll do the hand sacrifice. After he puts the land, because he does it after the landmines. I think he does it after his first, when he does the napalm strike. Yeah, I think that's the pattern there. It goes, he puts the landmines around him, and then he does the napalm strike on a player. And then he does the plasma blast, at least for the first rotation.
feast down, guys. No, Raven, get that hairy butt of yours off the fish.
For somebody who's basically a big turkey, you're pushing your luck.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't sit on the feast lest you become it. I think no raven has earned a bath. What do you guys think?
Yes.
Get a big cauldron, get some water going, throw a few onions in there. You know, for relaxation. Onions,
Sounds like all
celery,
dude cooking.
carrots, 2 potatoes. So he has something to munch on while he takes a bath. Okay. Let's give this a couple more attempts and then, I don't know, we'll see. It's getting kind of late. I really would like to get this one down. I feel like this is going to be the one that feels the most satisfying, you know? All right, here we go again. Regardless of how this turns out, guys, we got 2 hard modes done tonight.
3. Oh, 2. Okay.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, 3 total.
Self-destruct sequence
2 tonight.
initiated. This area will self-destruct
Now why
in
would
10
you go and do
minutes.
something like that? Didn't you see the sign that said do not push this button? How will we finish testing with the self-destruct mechanism active?
That ability isn't ready.
Alright, do it now.
I can't do that yet. Not ready yet.
Sorry.
That ability isn't ready. I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready. I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet.
Run out.
Oh, that's gonna be bad.
Oh, get away from that. Yep. So if we're gonna follow him like this, then everybody has to do the watch the land.
That ability
Get away
isn't
from him
ready.
and get the shot blast thing.
Not ready yet. That spell isn't ready.
This area will self-destruct in 9 minutes.
I can't do that. Not ready yet. I need
Metal blast incoming.
skill recharge.
He's got a weak aura that tells him.
Run out.
Yeah, after the first one, there's a weak aura for it.
Yeah.
I can fix that.
I was just dealing with fire.
It worked on the first one as well, he says, the weak aura.
Okay, well, can you call it out then? Because I don't get that first one. First one will pop up for me. It's called Plasma Blast, if anybody sees it. After the first one, I see it. I think this attempt, I think ranged, hang back a little bit. Don't be hugging on to the tank at all. Just kind of let them go and do their thing. We'll kite the fire as we need to. The main thing is that they're trying to keep it out of melee range. And then, yeah, then that just adds extra difficulty too, right? Because you gotta like watch out for the landmines and you gotta watch out for that explosion while you're also moving.
Oofta.
This one's a tricky one. Let's give it one more go. And if we don't get it, then we'll just do it on normal mode, and then we'll just call it a night. How's that sound?
Sounds like a plan.
Let's try it again next week.
Yeah,
it's getting close there.
Please, boss. Please, boss.
Yep, I was just waiting for No Raven to get here.
He's here.
Getting some upgrades here and there, so it'll become easier in time.
You just want to do normal now? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, I'm good to do it in hard mode again. Okay. Or we're talking about no Raven.
Anybody,
yeah.
honestly. I was just thinking we'd give it one more try in hard mode, and then if that don't work, we can do normal mode, and then just call it a night.
The downside is like we've only got a couple of Yogg kills because we're just not getting the Yogg reliably every week, and that's where like weapons drop, right? So even a normal mode Yogg is worth doing.
Yeah,
it's a tough balance.
I mean, if we want to get to Yogg, then we can skip some of the optional bosses.
We can always friggin' like
just
alternate
rush our way through
or something. Like do regular mode one week and hard mode the next week or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we could do that. If we're getting to the point where nobody needs anything off anybody but Yogg in general, then I'm not opposed to skipping every boss and just getting the Yogg in general, get them down, and then go back and clean up anything that's left. You know, and then combine that with, of course, just instead of rolling off loot after every boss, just throw it all on my person and only roll it off when we need to. Then we'll reliably get there every week for sure. But that's next week. Let's get back into the moment here. All right, one more good attempt.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Self-destruct sequence initiated. This area will self-destruct
Now, why
in 10
would you go and do
minutes.
something like that? Didn't you see the sign that said, "Do not push this button"? How will we finish testing with the self-destruct mechanism active?
That ability isn't ready.
Pull him out a little bit more.
That ability isn't ready.
Man,
It's too far away.
we got three people got napalm right there.
Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready. I need to get closer.
Well, he had sacrifice up.
Yeah, I died to napalm. Me, Narata, and Tasha all got it, and it just kind of ate us.
Oh.
Yeah. That napalm shell. Which just tells me that range users are spread out more.
Yeah, we too close.
Self-destruct in 9 minutes.
I feel like we're just doing something wrong.
Yeah, we're just too close to that, to the kiting of that thing. Nowhere to run.
There's a video here. I'm gonna post it for next
That
time
would be
we see it.
normal. That would be normal for the rest of the friggin' raid there to Ladia, because that seems to be a theme in this dungeon where things are bigger than they appear. Giggity.
You know, we're always looking passenger side mirror. So I got a video here that we can all watch. This is a 10-man doing hard mode Nimrod. And you'll see how they kite.
Homework.
And it seems that, yeah, the ranged, like after that first explosion, like the tank just takes a good distance and takes it a good distance away. And then from then on, keeps kiting it slowly around the room so that the fire doesn't overtake the boss. And then the ranged are kind of just out to do what they want to do. I'm trying to think, raid strategy is a good spot for it. I'll put it in there. You guys can watch that by the next time we do hard mode. Mimiron.
Homework.
I think the thing there was that we had 3 people get napalm straight, which does a decent amount of damage and then puts a dot on everybody. So it was like hard to keep, like it was impossible for me to heal everybody back up. I was trying. 3 people all taking big damage at the same time is tough.
I think it's a hard fight.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, I know everybody wants to unlock Algalon, but like if we're having trouble with this, we're not even going to be able to touch Algalon. So just keep that in mind. Just don't race towards more headache, right?
Well, I mean, I get what you're saying, but unless we do it, we don't know if we're capable of it or not.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. Let's just work on these hard modes and see what we can do.
Oh, for sure. I mean, practice makes perfect. We're gonna have to. We don't have to do it every week, you know. But we definitely got to do it if we want to progress.
Make good progress anyway tonight, that's for sure.
You did that on purpose, didn't you, Todd? I was gonna run and I'm like, nah, I'll wait. And then as I'm running back up the stairs, I turn around. And should be good to res. Oh, you have to, like, you have a timer?
And you res him on the other side of the path.
I wasn't gonna try and go through the bombs at that moment. I guess I could have.
Put a bubble on.
I mean, bubble's good for physical damage. I don't know if it'll affect that. Those bombs explode.
It won't.
It won't.
Alright, normal mode, and then we can call it a night.
Let's end on a victory.
I think this video here will give us a good idea of what's expected of us for this one. We did get 2 of the hard modes done. You know, so we
Freya,
got
Thorm, and
we got Freya's sigils. Just need a little bit more DPS on Hodor next week. If we
we were so close on Hodor, to be honest. Like we were really close.
Yeah, and then that's 3 of 4, and then this is the last boss standing in terms of hard modes. It would be nice to do the hard modes that we're good at, just because there's extra loot that drops.
100%.
So like Iron Console for sure next week. You know, we can, like I said, if we want to get to Yogg.
Yeah, we need that gear. We need that 239
Then we'll just do normal mode, skip past all the optional bosses. You know, so we'll just do Flame of Leviathan, straight into XT, straight into Kolagharn, and then all 4 of these bosses, and then right to General and Yogg. And then if we have time that night, we'll go back and do some of the other bosses.
Well, we can even do that and then just go back and.
Well, if the goal is to get Yogg done, then we're gonna have to cut everything that isn't getting us closer to Yogg. And then, so then we can always make the other optional, like cleanup on Fridays. Or...
Also, I think we could do last 3. Oh, it's 3 drakes. 3 easy at this point. If anybody wants to try that next week at some point.
4, 3, 2,
I never want to do Lois again, but I'll think about it. Those are on the pub list now. I don't even do it on Thursdays
You're going
anymore.
to help me test out my latest and greatest creation. Now, before you change your mind.
Run out.
Get away, melee. Somebody get some heals on Knot before she dies. Cal's got the short gun.
Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready.
I got pain stuff on this one.
Plasma incoming.
Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready. Not ready yet.
This reminds me of, I was playing Destiny today. Destiny 2, and I was doing the campaign on Legendary. And I'm just getting smacked like, the whole time. Like, hardly making any progress at all, and I'm like, alright, fine, I'll go back to Classic Quest mode, you know? And then I'm just stomping on everything. I'm like, why is there no in-between? Like, why is it either I'm stomping on everything or everything's stomping on me? And I bring that up because that's kind of what this is feeling like right now.
Yeah. Yeah, regular mode's too easy, right? The hard mode's really hard.
Yeah.
Can I have a
Behold, the VX double
Can I have a regular mode damage, but with hard mode mechanics to practice?
That's skill recharge. I
Yeah,
can't
remember,
do
spread
that.
out a little bit so not everybody's getting shot.
That ability isn't ready. Not ready yet. I can't cast it. I can't do that. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready. I can't do that.
Watch your step.
Not ready yet.
Watch your step. Keep
Cannon barrage.
moving. Watch your step.
I don't have a target.
Thank you, friends. Your efforts have yielded some fantastic data. Now, where did I put? Oh, there it is. Isn't it beautiful? I call it the magnificent aerial command unit.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast
The
it.
funny thing here, it recommends that the Warlock actually tank this head boss.
I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready. I can't do that yet. Not
See
ready
how
yet.
it's focusing
I
right
can't do
now?
that yet.
It's actually tanking.
That ability isn't ready. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. It's too far away. That's still recharging. That ability
Preliminary testing phase
ready yet.
complete. Now
I
comes
can't
the
do that.
true test.
Alright, remember, ranged on head, and then melee on base. I think we're slightly skewed. No, actually, we're perfectly balanced right now.
Yeah, I switched up relics almost for this one. Just 'cause.
Gaze upon its magnificence. Bask in its glorious glory. I present you with
not ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
TR.
That ability
I don't know
isn't
where
ready.
Naruto is. She's on range.
That spell isn't ready. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready. Not ready yet. I can't cast it.
Watch your step.
That ability isn't ready. That spell isn't ready. Not ready yet. That ability isn't
Watch your step. Keep moving.
Oh, bro, what's up? Ellie, no! I don't know what you were gonna
Watch
say.
your step.
Landmine.
gonna honk you right away. I think you forget I got hit by the blade.
Watch your step.
Too easy.
Yeah.
It's like so like that. We just walked over it, and then like hard mode, we could even like get 10% damage on it. It's crazy.
Rough.
Hey, look, Warrior Hunter Shaman helm.
Oh, never seen those before.
Right, that's a bug. Somebody open up a blizzard.
I mean, the real question is that at 232 or 225, because sometimes it gives you the higher one, right?
I think it's a 235. 225, sorry.
I got the 232 on my main spec. I've already got the 225 on my all specs.
Here's the cloak.
I would take a chess piece, honestly, but I have enough Conqueror tokens to buy it anyway, so.
Yeah, at least we got a token.
An armor pen, strength and
One
stamina.
last token. Well,
What a roll.
that's nice to have.
I'm erecting the portal for anybody that wants one.
Anybody need a helm for anything?
Hang on your wall.
My humble appreciation.
Maybe you want to try a different meta gem or something. I don't know here. I'll just give it to myself, sell for 5 gold. That's about all it's good for. Alrighty, well, good job tonight, guys. We did manage to get 2 hard modes done tonight.
Yeah. And
the one went really smooth. I was actually kind of worried about that one because usually we think it's going to be easy and then it's hard. And then Freya, like we just slowly progressed through that and managed to get it done.
I think we can get Hodir down pretty easy too next week. We just gotta just that little bit extra DPS. It's such,
a little bit more. Just need a little bit more DPS and we got Hodir. Mimiron is going to take some time. I think we can do it. We're just gonna have to take a night and just be like, all right, tonight's the night. We're gonna just grind on him and just get some practice in. I did, like I said, I did post a video of how this guild does it.
Yeah, we'll have a look at that.
End the recording there. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you're able to enjoy that.
I have one.
Have a good rest of your day or evening, wherever you are in the world.
Awesome.
See ya.